Somehow it's kinder to avoid it or soft pedal it or not be as direct. And what you teach in a very effective way is that it's actually one of the cruelest things you can do to somebody, to lead them on, to not tell them the truth, to lie to their face and treat them one way, but then go behind closed doors and actually complain about what they're doing and not tell them.
Wholeheartedly.
And that somewhere along the line, we have confused kindness with actually lying to people. And
you know, one of my biggest criticisms that I get, that I'm very outspoken and I say what's on my mind, but I'm very caring and very intentional when I speak to people. And that's the things you got to work on when you're trying to have better communication in life. Are you intentional with a purpose? Are you trying to build, or are you trying to destroy? There are so many tactics and methods that you can approach someone to better their life. Here at SOULutions The Network, we ask the how, we ask the why, and how can we fix it, not just complain about the problems. And today on this Mel Robbins show, they're establishing communication mastery. Check this out.
that's actually cruel.
In one of the worst ways, especially for people that you love. Whenever you skirt around the truth, whenever you come at a conversation in a very indirect way, you are saying to them, I don't believe you're emotionally strong enough to handle this. Versus me saying, Mel, I'm telling you this because I know you can handle it. Now you strengthen them. And often what you say, you're giving them the armor to handle it. You're giving them the backpack for the trip that they're about to be on.
Ooh, I love that.
Hey, there's levels to this, all right? There's levels of manipulation. There's levels of wrongdoings. There's levels of truth. There's no levels of truth. Let me reassert that. There's truth. And sometimes truth hurts, and sometimes truth may damage a great situation. You have to discern. You have to understand when those things should be given to a person, or if you made a mistake and you need to tell the truth. You can't say how they're going to react. However, you can try to build up the conversation to a point where they either put on their armor or their ego. And that's the super important thing that communication will establish. And you find yourself with more friends and more people counting on you because you have a high integrity. You're solid. You're consistent with who you are because you're always going to give them the truth, even if it hurts you or them. But you have to deliver it correctly. There is a way to deliver the truth. There's a way to deliver communication where people appreciate you.
And you know what else I loved is I love that thing you added there. So I want to make sure that as you're listening, you are sticking these takeaways into that backpack that Jefferson just alluded to. And so you said, first of all, that you just go right in, like just jump right into the deep end of the pool. Don't be tap dancing around the topic and delay getting to it. This is not going to be an easy conversation. But then you just added this thing that I loved, which is, but I'm telling you this because I know you can handle it. And I want you to hear the truth, or I want you to know how I feel about this, or you don't have to like it, but you need to know this.
Sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off. Nobody enjoys getting the Band-Aid ripped off. Nobody enjoys hearing things that might hurt them. But if you challenge their armor, their ego, the strengths, the best parts of them, you build them up so they can take the blow. I think that's what they're trying to communicate here.
And you just lifted me up a little bit when you said, I'm telling you this because I think you can handle it. And that makes me go, yeah, I think I can too. So lay it on me, even though it's going to suck.
Yeah, exactly. You have to, in many ways, what you say to them is going to give them the value that you want them to hold. So I'm telling you this because I know you believe in transparency. I'm coming to you with this, and I know it's not fun to talk about. You're somebody who can handle it. I know you have big shoulders. You tell them the quality that you want them to have, and they will rise up to it. They'll stand up straight into it.
Oh, I love that.
I challenge you today to try this on some relationship that you have. For those who have employees, for those who are married or girlfriends or dating or have friendships that you have that one friend that's always crossing the line, I want to see what happens when you challenge this information. If you're watching this video today and you're watching me, please hit like and subscribe. It's going to help grow the channel. But I also want you to comment in the comments about if you tried it or not, or if you're going to try it. It takes a real stand-up person to actually deliver these tactics on communicational levels. And I will admit, to me, in my form of interpretation, this is a kind of manipulative situation. However, if it works for the delivery and builds your relationship together, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth the shot telling someone, hey, I know you can take it. You have big shoulders. Now, will this communication value of words be the same across every culture and genre? Absolutely not. There'll be different ways for you to deliver it. You need the code switch. However, you should also be able to build up a person that you value so you can have that truth and real conversation for them. Because at the end of the day, you want them to be better. You want them to be great. You want them to have blessings upon blessings. You don't want to be jealous of someone. You want to be happy for someone. In order to get to that level, you have to be ready and define on yourself on communication and expression.
You tell someone the qualities that you want them to have, and people rise up into it.
Every time. When you say something to them, for example, let's say, Mel, I know that you're somebody that takes value in people's words, or that you value patience. They'll go, oh yeah. And in their mind, they're thinking, yeah, oh yeah, I'm patient. Yeah. Hey, Greg, I'm telling you this because I know you have an open mind. All of a sudden, Greg's like, I do have an open mind. Yes, I do. And so you tweak you can do that, and same thing when you walk into a room.
It's definitely a Jedi mind trick. Like when you nod your head, when you say yes and they nod their head yes too, but it's a part of the tool belt. It's a part of the tool belt that you need to focus and move forward. I say yes to this. I say yes to the opportunity of actually doing this procedure and adding it to your lexicon, to your life, to the growth of you. Communication is so important, and how we move along and be each other's libraries and resources is extremely important going forth. Grow your tribe, find your diaspora, find where you need to be, and communicate thoroughly. This has been SOULutions The Network. Please like and subscribe. I'm Sheem. Hey, tune into the channel if you like what you've seen today, man. Peace and blessings, and I hope you have a good day.
Brought to you by SOULutions The Network.